How's it going, everybody? I'm Levi with GLG Reptiles, and today I'm going to be explaining to you why I don't now or ever plan on having the spider ball python in my collection. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and if you're already subscribed, then welcome back. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead start this off by saying, if you clicked on this video to hear somebody just start bashing on the spider ball python and, you know, hating on them real bad, not the video you're looking for at all. I personally love the spider ball python. I think the animal looks amazing. I would have the spider gene in my collection if it wasn't for one small issue I have with the snake, and it's not the head wobbles or the corkscrews or anything like that. You know, people say they don't eat well, they don't do this, they don't do that. Okay, well, before you start thinking all that, I've got some numbers here for you. Okay, this is from Morph Market. All right, this is if you never heard of it, Morph Market is the largest store for reptiles, pretty much, where breeders go to sell their animals. You have everything on there, you know, ball pythons, reticulated pythons, crocodilian. If they pretty much have what you want. If you're wanting some kind of a wild reptile, they got it on there. So anyway, I'm going to start off with, I picked 3 of the most popular genes to compare the spider to on Morph Market. First gene, the pied. And these are only visuals, okay? This is the visual numbers. The 3 I picked are recessive mutations to go up against the spider here. Piebald, 1,500 visual pieds for sale. And I checked these right before the video, so I mean, if you go or after this video and check, these numbers may change. But as of right now, 1,500 piebalds for sale, 1,200 visual clowns for sale, and 400 visual albinos. And I imagine the reason the albino number is so low is just because so many people buy albinos. I'd say that number is kind of hard to keep up there just because the supply and demand for albinos. Okay, so now here's the number for the spiders. Spider ball pythons, 1,700 spiders for sale. That is insane. That's a lot of spiders. Do you think for a second there will be that many spider ball pythons for sale if spider ball pythons were not eating and not doing well in captivity? Think about it for a second. No, they wouldn't. Okay, you couldn't have 1,700 spiders for sale if they just, like people say they can't eat, they can't do this, they can't do that. Spiders are amazing eaters. They're awesome. And yes, they might miss their prey, you know, once or twice, but I've got a VPI Xanthic down here that'll do the same thing. She just gets so excited, you know, you can see her head just, oh, she's just jerking, you know, they just get so tensed up. And a spider does have a neurological issue, which causes a head wobble. It causes them to corkscrew. It's worse in some animals than others. You know, a lot of them you would never even know it was an issue. You would really just have to know what to be looking for. I personally wouldn't know what to be looking for. I mean, I can really tell with the corkscrewing and, you know, things like that, just things that just really stand out. But even those animals, you know, they're going to eat. They're going to do okay. They say that there have been a few that are just so bad. I mean, it's just, and a lot of that comes down to how that animal is being cared for. If you have a rack system and you have that animal comfortable, you have it in a place where it feels safe. I watched a video and I'm not going to say the guy's name or anything like that, but this dude has a room full of glass, you know, like naturalistic enclosures. He goes around talking all kinds of bad stuff about spiders, but owns a spider just to make a video about how much he hates the spider gene. Like, I cannot stand that. And if you know who I'm talking about, please do not support this kid. I cannot stand it. It's unbelievable. So, you know, he's got a room with 50 glass, like naturalistic setups or something. And in one of these, he has a spider ball python. Well, if you have 50 glass enclosures with animals in it, basically, if you have a job, if you have to go to school, if you have a plant in your kitchen that needs watered once a week, you're probably not going to have time to deal with all of that. Like, you're going to have somebody helping you. You're going to have people in that room all the time, cleaning, taking care of animals, things like that. And if you're that spider ball python in there and you have a neurological issue anyway, that's the last room you need to be in. You know, I mean, and then the guy pulls the snake out. He's flopping it around, doing all kinds of stuff with it, showing how bad it is. And man, don't buy the animal. If you don't like it, don't buy it. It just blows me away. Like, he literally bought that animal to talk shit about that animal. Like, why do that? That animal deserves better. There's so many people out there who would love to have that spider ball python and care for it and give it the, you know, the enclosure and privacy that it needs. Like, that's whenever you see issues with spiders. Whenever you have them set up like that. If you had a spider ball, I could take that same spider that kid had out there flopping around, rolling it over on its back, all this crazy junk, and, you know, timing how long it takes to roll over and this and that. It's insane. It's insane. I mean, all that stuff can be varied. A snake, if you have, okay, let's see here. Hey, girl, please don't bite me. Don't do it. Okay. This is my leopard lavender albino female, okay? This girl here, and I'm not going to flip her over on her back because I know she's not going to like it. But if I took her and I flipped her over on her back, she's going to come back over pretty quick. But if this room was 5 to 10 degrees cooler, it's going to take her longer to flip over. Like, all that can be, you know, changed by small things. And yes, the spider might take longer to flip over, but it's not, like I said, I mean, it just really, really, really makes me mad to see people talking crap about them, and they truly probably don't even understand what that animal needs to be able to truly do well in captivity. They're just kind of, like I said, he literally bought the snake to talk shit about the snake, and that just, it just kills me. It kills me. But anyway, off the subject of him, let me get this girl back. I actually forgot that she just ate like a day or two ago, so I see that big lump in her belly now. Back in there, girl. You can relax. Sorry. But anyway, I have no issue with the spider. I don't mind as far as the neurological stuff goes. I have no issue with the spider. I don't care about the head wobble. I don't care that it corkscrews. I mean, let's be honest about the spider. The thing looks badass, okay? It is awesome. It is one of the most striking ball python genes on the market by far. Like, there's not many ball pythons that look that cool. The pinstripe is there with it. And I'm eventually going to try and get pinstripe in my collection. But, you know, the pinstripe is up there. Pinstripe's got that cool look to it as well. Kevin McCurley from Nerd, he produced the first spider, gave it a, you know, wicked name as well. That really helped it out. And And I think Brian Barczyk got the first pinstripe. I think it was actually an import from Africa, South Africa, if I'm remembering right. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get a hold of a pinstripe, and it's not just gonna be a pinstripe. It'll definitely have a recessive gene tied to it, and hopefully pinstripe with a couple other co-dominant morphs in there. I guess pinstripe might be a dominant morph. I don't know if there's a super form of the pinstripe, but yes, we're gonna do that. But here's why I don't have a spider in this collection, and why I won't have a spider in this collection. And it's because of the deal that happened in the UK. Okay, if you live in the UK, you cannot sell a spider at a reptile show. If you bring a spider to the reptile show, they will probably just kick you out. I'm not really sure what they do. I don't know if they make you just take the animal away, or if it's like you're kicked out and take all your animals home. But it's not like that in America. But it could be like that. Okay, it could happen. The possibility is definitely there. And I know we have the NARBC and they got our back and this and that. But, at the same time, shit happens. Okay, and if I got a spider ball python, if I had the spider gene in this collection, I've already said how awesome I think it looks. I'm going to run that through this collection. And I know you can't do spider to spider. You got to be smart about spider. That's another thing, guys. You cannot go spider to spider. It is lethal. But if I got a spider, I'm going to run it through my collection, and I'm going to have spider everywhere. Okay, that's how awesome it is. And if you've never seen it, I'll put a picture of it right here for you guys to take a look at. But but yeah, say I do that. Say I run that spider gene through my collection, and then they say you can't bring spiders to reptile shows. And I know I could probably still sell the gene on Morph Market and things like that, but the whole reason I wanted to breed ball pythons and do this is really to be part of those shows. I think the reptile shows are possibly, other than actually producing the babies and having these animals in my possession, I think the reptile shows would be just the coolest thing. And I cannot wait to start attending these shows and showing off these animals I'm producing and these cool things I'm making. And I really want to be part of that. And if I run a gene through my collection that's going to stop that, then that would just be heartbreaking. I mean, it would just kill me, to have like half or 3/4 of my animals just not be able to take to a show and sell, and it would just really, really, really hurt bad. So that's why I'm staying away from the spider. It's I don't know if I'm like being a little over dramatic about it or not, but that's just that's what I want to do. I want to do shows. I want to show up and let everybody see what I got. And because a picture don't do these animals justice. You can sell these on Morph Market all day long, and you can look at pictures and stuff, and you always hear people say that, this camera is just not doing this animal justice, and they don't do the animals justice. These animals have colors that you just have to see them with your eyes to be able to really see everything that animal is. A camera can get 90 to 80% of it most of the time, but with some of these animals, it's really hard to see what that animal really has until you truly lay eyes on it. Like with my clown, my Pastelinci clown, he looked different on the picture. He didn't look like he does, and it was actually for the better. Whenever I got him, he actually looked better than he did on Morph Market. So that was great. But yeah, I want to do that. I want to put snakes in people's hands. I want to get them involved. I just can't wait until here's what I want to do. I cannot wait to go to a show, and it might not even happen to me. This might just be me thinking crazy, but I can't wait to go to a show. Some person walks up, scared to death, never held a snake before in their life. They hold one of my snakes, and that gets them into it. I want to do that. And I hope I've done that with some of you guys on YouTube as well. That's really why I'm doing this YouTube channel, you know, trying to just let you guys see how awesome they really are, and that, you know, there's nothing to be afraid of. Now, if this rack was full of copperheads and rattlesnakes and cobras, yeah, you know, you might just want to just watch, you know, check it out through the computer screen, unless you truly knew what you were doing. But, you know, these aren't going to come running out, and if you're not on your aim game, like your A game, they're not going to like absolutely kill you, you know. But you're gonna get a little cut, you know, you're gonna bleed a little bit, but I mean, that's it. And you're not, these bites too, you don't even know they happen. Like, honestly, whenever you get bit by a ball python, it's just kind of like a, I don't know, it's super hard to describe, really. Like, their teeth are really small. It's just a little row of dots, like a tattoo. If you've ever got a tattoo, it would be like somebody just taking a tattoo needle and just kind of running a line, you know, like a real quick line. You're just going to have like little dots, you know, a tattoo with no ink. That's kind of what it would be like, just kind of getting stabbed with a little needle a few times, and then it's, you know, it's okay. You're going to bleed a little bit, you're going to wipe it off, and that'll be that for you. Now, you know, you get into like your tree pythons, your tree boas and stuff like that, you know, their teeth are built to actually reach out and grab birds in the air and hold on to them. So their teeth are a little more intimidating, but these guys, no, they're not made for that. They're made to, you know, bite a small rodent and coil it up. They're not having to hang on to birds or any crazy thing like that. So yeah, like I said, I just hope I've, you know, hopefully introduced some of you guys into it and got you guys going. I know some of you have sent me messages saying, you know, that you're considering getting one because of this, and it truly does make me really, really happy, guys. I'm glad that I can help some of you get over your fear, or even if you weren't afraid, you know, just to make that leap into actually getting one, you know, because they are amazing, to say the least. They are amazing, and so is the spider ball python. So if you have any questions, or, you know, you've watched those videos of people flipping spiders around and showing how bad they are, first go and unsubscribe to their channel for acting like that and treating an animal like that, because it is pathetic to do something like that. And second, get on Morph Market and pick you one out. I mean, they're awesome. They honestly are. Yes, they do have neurological issues, but, you know, I guess we all are a little out there. We all have our little mental deals. It's just with the spider, it's all focused in that one, you know, their one deal. They all do have the head wobble, but they eat fine, they do great, and like I said, the numbers don't lie. 1,700 of those for sale. 1,700. They are definitely eating and growing and breeding and producing and doing awesome. So no worries, no worries. If you want to get a spider, get a spider. Just know that they do have their issues, and you'll be fine with your spider. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say, guys. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, hit the notification bell so you'll know whenever I post new videos, and I will see you next time.